Hey everyone, Mac is back, and today we're going to talk about one of the most important items in the game, and that's research. Research is the king of this game, and the reason it is because everything that you do in here in this Maesters Tower is research. And all this research adds up to an enormous amount of points, power, flexibility. It helps your army grow. It increases your army's attack and defense and health, and it just buffs everything. Pretty much everything you can do in the game. You know, rebel camps. Rebel leaders, and just all of that. Everything's being buffed in here. So research is one of the most important, if not the most important part of this game, because if you don't have it, then you're not going to be able to progress very quickly. And as we all know, it takes an enormous amount of time to progress in this game if you don't have a lot of research buffs or research speed ups. So I just want to show you where all the research comes from, where you can get your research buffs from. So if I go into my details and I look at my research, you can see right now it's at 264%. That is not with my talents on, or it is with my talents on, but not with my equipment on. So if I was going to switch over to my research here, I apply that, and then I go back to those details and look at it. I'm at about 350% without adding anything else to it, and you can't add more to that to increase it. So let's take a look and see where all that research that percentage comes from. The first thing the first obvious thing was going to be the Maesters Tower. The Maesters Tower itself, if you upgrade it to level 25, what you can see right here, it gives you 30%. So right off the top, 30% straight out of there. The Maesters Tower. Then there's the glory level, which gives you an extra 10% on top of that. So now you got 40% just from those two pieces as well. The next place I want to go is into your talents. This is one of the very beginning of the game. You're going to be doing this. So the very first portion of research here, you can get 30% buff from that those first 10 levels there. And then if you scroll down just a little bit further, there's 20 more here to talent points you can put in. I'll give you a 55% there as well. So a total of 85% for just in the talents alone, which is a pretty massive buff, and this is where you get your first research buffs as well. The next area is the equipment that you can get. So there are 4 pieces of equipment. You obtain them by killing the Old Town student rebel leader, and once you kill enough of them, you gain these pieces of equipment here, and you can upgrade them. And it's all a matter of 4s. And then you have so you need 4 scrolls, 4 of these scrolls to make the next scroll. Combine those so you can get the next one. You combine them all, and you can keep doing that over and over again. As you can see, you're not going to let in close to any of the next one yet. Well, I am here, I guess. Just need more of those Maester scrolls. But once you upgrade these, the first one will give you 16% at max, and then you get another 10%. So that's 26%, 36, 37, 38%, and there's 40%. So you're getting an extra 40% total on this Maester set once you have it completely to gold. As you can see, I don't have it there, and I'll talk about that at the end and why I don't have it completely there. I would recommend trying to get it to gold. It's not that I don't want to get it there, because, like I said, research is king of this game. And the other pieces of equipment that you can get for to increase your research comes from the rebel groups that you will kill. And as you can see here, I have these 2 pieces right here, give you an extra 20% at fully upgraded. So 40% just in this area here, and when you kill rebel groups. So try to kill the highest level group that you can, especially the elites. If you can kill the elite rebel groups, kill them as frequently as you can, because the quicker that you kill them, or certainly the more that you kill them, the quicker you can get this research up as high as you want. There are a couple other buffs that you can get for your research, and one of them is from the PO buff from the World Chat, from whoever owns the, I guess, is in King's Landing. They usually have a protocol officer there, and that's the person that can sign in and give you 15% when you ask for it, when you ask for the research. If you click up here, where it has right now it has 290. This is for the the pandemic, and as you can see, they rotate. Well, they rotate through with certain buffs, and right now it's training, and they'll have a research buff up here as well. So if you want to wait, if you have a big long research to do, that it's worth waiting to get to that. I believe it is a 15% buff though, but that's one you want to wait for as well. And to go along with that, if you clicked on the Sept of the 7 and you scroll the whole way down to the bottom, you can get these research buffs here as well. They're only 10%, but still 10% is worth it depending on which long research you're on. I still have 9 of these, so I'll wait for some of the longer researches, the ones that are about 100 days or so, because they'll have more of an effect on there. So, but you have not, since I have 9 of them, I could probably even do it on like a 25 or 50-day one. But you still want to save these up when you see them. You get them from, I believe I've got a lot of these from Alliance Mobilization, had some of them, and also they have that wheel that where you can spin it and get rewards there too as well. There are also certain castle skins that give you buffs as well, and right here you can see the research buff 10% if you have this active. It's the Crimson Fort, and there's also other ones as we scroll down. I'm going to find them here in a second. They're pretty good buffs too. They're all, I believe they're all 10%. So like the High Keep is another one, another 10% buff. The City of Adoration, which is over here as well, another 10%. And these all have to be active, so you have to have these skins on when you're doing them. And then the very last one is the Northern Pine, which is just these bunch of trees here. With snow on them. That's another 10% there as well. And there also is the, I believe it's up here at the top. I have it. Yeah, I think it's the Might. Yes, the Might of the Westerlands. This is a permanent one. So once you own this skin, once you have it, you will get 5% automatically added on to your research. In your nobility, which is this little icon up here on the top left of your screen, if you click on that, you start really low. If I go the whole way back, we all started with a squire. Actually, no, we didn't. Wow, way far back. We all started with a small folk 1. So you started with a small folk, and eventually you increased by just increasing your power, and eventually you increased your power more and more. And as you can see, these buffs are going up. They give you a little extra here and there. Here and there, they give you a little bit more. And as you can see, research comes in here at Squire 1 with 3%. I think it was Squire 1. Yep, Squire 1 at 3%. Squire 2 goes up to 5. Then you get 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. And 15 is when you get to that Knight 1, and that's when you have to have enough merit to do it. I believe it's about 50,000 merit or so, something like that. And you want to get up to obviously as much merit as you possibly can. But that's the merit. That's where you want to do. You want to get that to 15%. That's one of those levels that you want to get it to as quickly as possible. So once you get to the Knight 1, Knight 2, then we go to 17, 19. Lord Commander 1 goes to 21. Then we got Lord Commander 2, which is 23, and then Lord Commander 3, which is 25, and that is where the max amount of research comes from in nobility. So if I go any further, as you can see, the Advisor 1 is still 25%, and you go on Advisor 2 is 25, 25, 25, until finally, once you get to the Maester Quality of Legend, you're going to have another 20. It'll still be 25%. So after you get that first one, the next one you want to get to is the Lord Commander 3, because that's where you get that 25% research. One of the first places that you will get research besides talents is the commanders. And once you level up, Soren is one of those commanders. Once you level him up to gold, he will give you 25%, and he'll start at 1.25% the whole way up to 25, as you can see right there. So he'll be one that you want to get early on, and I think most people already have him there. Varus is another one, same thing. These are free commanders. They give you that 25% buff, which is really, really good. And then you got the little guy. If I can find him, there he is. He actually gives you 40%. He is free to play as well. He just takes a lot longer to get because you have to get so many of those medals, and you have to do a lot of either building, research, or training to be able to get him that high, or be around long enough for the elite trials where you can get 5 medals from him. So you can get about 10 medals actually from him per month just from the elite trials. But he's also a good one as well. And then there are other ones that are paid commanders. And let me just, well, actually they're probably up here since it's, and no, he's not. How about that? See? In the wrong area. So if I go to, there he is, Raymond right there. So if I click on him, you can see he has the research as well. So I have him at 2.5%, but he can get up another 25 for you, which is really, really good as well. And then you have a couple others, and there are 2 other ones, and the other one is like Sabrina is one. Another one, it's a free to play, but just takes a long time. You need a lot of research or building to be able to do that. She'll give you that 25% as well. And then Marjorie, she'll give you that 25% more. So those commanders will give you a total of 165% research speed. Very, very nice. Some of them are free. Some of them are going to cost you medals. You can see I don't have her even leveled up to get her to there, but maybe at some point. And there are 2 other areas that you're able to get research from, and one of them is from refinement, and you can just keep rolling until you get the refinement. It's actually very easy to get it. They come around quite often. I was surprised since it is very important, but I think the reason that it is this is not a place where you want to actually have your research buffs, because you want other more important buffs in here, because this is one of the best places to get to increase your army strength based on what they can provide for you in here. So I think they give you about 24% research once it's at gold, right around that, I believe. So if you add all that together, that if you had all 8 pieces of equipment with the 24%, then you would get 192% research speed in the refinement as well. Last but not least is the Scholar Fair, and that's the king has to put the Scholar Fair on, and it's another 10% buff just on top of everything else. So if you're able to get all of these maxed out completely, I did some math, and it is 647% maximum research speed, 647%, and that's what you have when you have everything on. I don't believe anybody has that in the game. Even the whales I don't think have that, because they don't have research in here. They don't want to have research in here, so I don't. And if they're already maxed out, so it doesn't make any sense for them to do that. So I don't believe anybody has probably even close to 647%. But that is the total that is out there that you could possibly get. So keep doing your research, keep saving your speeders, and I hope this video helped you in some of the ways to increase your research speed, so you'll have less time to be able to do those researches along the way. Until next time, Mac out.